Hello friends, in this presentation we'll solve a question from GATE previous question paper, and the concepts involved in this question are pointers and functions. So this is a question. Let me start with the main function, and in the main function I'm calling a function called print AB. So whenever the function call is been encountered, the control goes to the function definition and the function will be executed. So this is a function called print AB, and here I'm having three static variables. Let me declare the rough space. I'm having I, A and B. The value of I is initialized to 0 and the value of A is -3 and B is -6 right now. And we have a loop here, and if I less than 4, that is 0 less than 4 is true, that's why the control goes to the while body and this if condition will be executed. Okay, I plus plus is nothing but the post increment operator, that is first value will be substituted, then I value will be incremented. So 0 percentile 2, I plus plus is nothing but 0 here, so 0 percentile 2 is not going to return. That means if you divide 0 by 2, it will return 2. 2 is not equal to 1, so the condition is false. So now you should increment I value. You should first substitute, then increment I value. Okay, so it is going to return false. That's the reason if block will not be executed. Now I will execute the statement outside the if block, that is a equal to a plus I and b equal to b plus I, which is nothing but a equal to, what is a value right now? -3 plus I is 1 right now, so -3 plus 1 is 2, -2, and a equal to b plus I. What is b? -6 plus 1 is -5. Again, as it is a loop, control goes to the loop body. Now I plus plus by 2 is nothing but 2 I plus plus will return 1 percentile 2 will return 1. Okay, so 1 equal to 1 and the condition equal to true, and again you should update the I value as. Now we are asking to continue. What does continue mean? It will not execute the statements below, it will directly go to the next conditional check, that is I less than or equal to 4, 2 less than or equal to 4. Yes, it is true. Now again we are asking I plus plus, that is 2 percentile 2 is equal to 1. No, 2 percentile 2 is not equal to 1, that is it is going to return false. Now we are executing, so we will not execute if block, so we will execute the statements outside that. Now a equal to a plus I, which is nothing but a equal to -2 plus 2, and I should update the I value to 3 because in the third iteration I value will be updated to 3. So a equal to a plus I is nothing but -2 plus 3, that is 1. B equal to b plus y is nothing but -5 plus 3, that is -2. Okay, now again I will go to the loop body. I less than 4, that is 3 less than 4 is true, and control goes to the loop body. I plus plus, so I plus plus is nothing but I will return 3 here, I will return 3 here, but I will update I to 4. Okay, so 3 percentile 2 equal to 1, yes it is true, that's why I'm continuing this iteration. So I will not execute these statements right now, and again I'm checking the condition. 4 less than or equal to 4, because we have equality sign, that will return true. Now I plus plus, so 4 percentile 2 is equal to 1, no, it will return false, and again I will update I value because I plus plus has been executed. So as it is false, if block will not be executed, and I will execute these. Now a plus I is nothing but 5 plus 1. I is 5 and a is 1, so it will make a as 6, and b equal to b plus 1 is nothing but -2 plus 5, which is nothing but 3. So with the execution of this loop, the values of a and b are 6 and 3. Okay, I will update values as 6 and 3. Now I'm calling the function swap. Within the print AB function, I'm having one more function, swap address A address B. Let me assume the address of A as 1000 and B as 2000, and I'm passing this address to the function swap. And in the function swap I have declared two pointers, *x and *y. Whenever I am passing address, it will be most appropriate that I should take pointers. Now x and y are the pointer variables which receive the address 1000 and 2000. My assumption, that is address of A and B. Now if I will declare one more variable x and one more variable y, and the address of x be 3000 and address of y be 4000. Of course they are pointer variables and these addresses are irrelevant, but the values of x and y will represent 1000 and 2000, which are nothing but the addresses of a and b. Now I'm having one more pointer variable temp, which is a static variable. So as you already know what is a static variable does, so even if the function is called again, it will not create this new one more temp variable called temp. It will recharge the value, so it will use the value from where it is right now. So if you call the function swap the second time, it will not create new variable temp. So whatever the value is there previously, that will be used. That is the purpose of the static variable, that you must be knowing. So I will declare a pointer variable temp, so I will write here, so let the address of temp be 5000. So that is not relevant, but for just temp equal to x, so I'm assigning the x value to temp, that is temp will be say 1000 and y equal to temp and x equal to y. So what is x equal to y is nothing but I'm assigning 2000 to the value x will be overridden with the value 2000, and y equal to temp is nothing but y will be changed to 1000. That means here the addresses of x and y are swapped. Okay, so the addresses of x and y are 1000 and 2000, so they have been swapped to 2000 and 1000. But if you observe, these are not pointers. So if you swap pointers, if you swap addresses, data will not be affected. So if you take star x equal to star y and star y equal to temp, then the a value and y value will be a value and b value will be affected. So which was pointing, the data pointing to that particular address will be affected. So the catch here is that you should be aware of pointing, whether you are swapping address or whether you are swapping pointers. Okay, so this will not affect the data, this will not affect the values a and b. So even if you execute this function, there is of no use at all, that a value and b value remains unaffected. Okay, so after that, but why they have given this? Because they need to confuse you, that if you see by seeing the name swap, by in panic you may be swapping x and y, a and b. So now control comes to, after executing this function, what we have, a function has been executed. Now the control comes to the next line immediately after the function call. Now the values of a and b are 6 and 3, but still we have executed the swap function that have no effect on us. Okay, this is for one time execution. So what you will do for second time execution, I'm not executing the function for the second time. That you should do as practice and post your output in the comment section. Okay, but remember, while executing the function second time, don't start with -3 and -6, because this is a static variable. Again, variables will not be created, so start with 6 and 3. That's what static mean, because it will start from, it will recharge with the previous value in the next call as well. So one output would be, so output for this is 6 and 3, and the second output that you must be posting in the comment section. That's it. Okay friends, this is it for now, and thank you for watching this presentation. See you in the next presentation. Bye bye.